time. That probably cut off. Pawn shop time. This is for Amber, Ethan, and Blake. I always try to mention you guys whenever I've hit the pawn shop. They had a covered tent sale, and I got this, which is a Ampro HVLP gravity feed spray gun with regulator. And the box looks all beat up, but you get inside and it is brand spanking new. So what did I pay for this $90 paint gun? A whopping $10. Can't beat that. That'll come in handy because I have a pedal tractor to paint, and I'll use that to paint the pedal tractor. And what else did I get? Bam! An Ideal Test Pro multimeter with thermometer. It does all kinds of fun, fancy, happy crap. Because my old one gave up the ghost. It was just a cheap Harbor Freight deal, but stepped it up. And what does this one retail for? The lowest retail I found on this was $129. Their list price, kind of hard to read there, was $49.99. But I got to tell you about Carla. She's got a little Buell 500, and the rear wheel bearings went out. She didn't have a way to get them out, and so I told her that I had the tool that would get them out, that she could borrow it, take it to her boyfriend could take it to the shop and get them out. She goes, no, we already tried one of those. I said, you haven't tried mine. Try mine and you'll get those out. So she's got my slide bearing puller right now, just waiting on it to get returned. But I went by KT Pawn and saw that her Buell was sitting out front of the shop. I thought, she got it. So I had to go in and check and see if it worked, if that seal or bearing puller that I loaned her worked, and it did. So that's how they were able to get the bearings changed. She was jonesing too, because we've had some really nice weather. So then I said, of course I had to make sure that it was my tool that helped get her back in the seat of her motorcycle. I said, okay, now here's what you need to do for me. She goes, uh-oh. I said, no, it's not bad. I need a multimeter. I need a good multimeter. And I need it at a good price. Of course, Kyle was there. And, you know, Kyle always gives me real good prices too. But at, you know, $50, and I got this for $30. So $100 off of retail. Real happy about that. And since this is kind of short, I'm going to cut it. We'll take a walk out to the garden. I'll give you guys an update on the garden. Be right back. Hey gang, I wanted to show you. This is what the temperature was in the truck before I turned the AC on. I've got it on hold. We're going to take it off hold and see how well this air conditioning is doing. I like this new meter. I like that it's got an actual probe on it instead of the last one that I had was just a real flimsy wire. I like this that this has a probe. $56, $55. So 27-year-old air conditioning. $54. I did this once already, and it went down to 49 degrees before I decided, hey, let me just show you guys. So 49 degrees and 93 degrees. That's a whopping difference. Right there is a 40-degree difference right there. 53 degrees. I'll take that all day long. Just wanted to show you that. That's it. See ya. What's going on? Well, I'm leaving the address because Jay Young also received a bunch of packages. In fact, I even sent him a Snap-on business card holder here sometime back. But he found a plate for me and sent the plate. So let's take a look. I've got other Tennessee plates, but I am perfectly fine with putting multiple plates up, and I've told you guys that before. So let's get a look and see what we got here and see if he included a little note or if he just threw a plate in there. That looks like an old one. And nope. No note. Let's see what we got on the back here. Anything? Nope. I can see it written on there. It's really hard to see. Can you see it? 1966. Jason, you have no idea, but that's my birth year. So you nailed it. That's awesome. Sweet. Out there. Alright, everything's doing really well. All of the gourds that I planted are coming up. The summer squash or yellow squash or crooked neck are here. I have one that has not popped up yet, here and here, and then starts the zucchini, rounding it out down there, and I have two that didn't come up there, so I'll work on that. And we'll come over here. These are all crooked neck slash yellow slash summer squash. And as you can see, I'm already blooming. A bunch of blooms on there too. So looking really good. My weeds are doing awesome also. That's the problem with having this soil fertilized the way that I do. My 11 celebrity tomatoes are doing very well. They're rooting in pretty good. And I got most of my pile moved over to the shop burn pile. And I'm fixing to, out in this 90-degree weather, get the rest of it raked into the trailer and get it burned off. And we shall continue moseying. And we have our Jubilee yellow tomatoes. 4-pack of those. They're doing good. They've rooted well. And then my 12 pineapple tomatoes. These are the ones that everybody Jones is after, the ones that grow over 2 pounds. And then in here, more weeds are doing really well, which kind of sucks. But I've had a mole that has decided to aerate, and it has done a good job of aerating. So as you can see, my green beans are doing really well. And my fence is doing its job. No rabbits have gotten in. But I did come out here yesterday, and when I did, I had an adult sitting right here with its nose pressed up against the fence thinking, man, I'd really like to have some of that. And I just laughed and laughed. And it even, as I was walking around the garden, it stayed right in this general area and didn't run off away from me or anything. I didn't water this morning because I came out and looked and my soil was still good and damp, so this heat today, I'll let it cool down a bit tonight and probably come out and water this evening. So I've got the moles that have gone through here too. But there it is, there's the garden. And as soon as I get this mess here cleaned up, I'm going to put just a few onion starts in there. So that I've got some nice sweet Vidalia onions to enjoy. That wraps it up. This, as you guys well know, there goes the wind. Sorry about the wind noise. Very sorry about the wind noise. This is your friendly neighborhood Zippo. I will catch you on the next one. Please, if you will, I'm holding the back speaker so the wind noise might be reduced. Please hit that like button for me if you like this little pawn shop / garden update. I will catch you guys on the next one. Zippo later. I'm out of here.